Hi, I want to take a minute and just kind of quickly give you an overview of the expectations for task number 3. So, task numbers 1 and 2, you have learned some important information about our fugitive. We think he's hiding at Winton Woods because he bought camping equipment and fishing equipment. He can camp and fish down in Winton Woods. Now, task number 2, we worked on discovering different square campsites that he may be able to camp in. Well, we learned in communication with the campground director that there are 6 other sites we have not explored. So that's what you're going to do today. You're going to explore the areas of 6 other square sites. In task 2, you learned how to take these squares that are not sitting flat and find the areas of them. So I'll review one just really quickly with you. As you can see clearly, this square isn't flat. So we can't count along this line and actually draw the boxes inside. But we did learn a strategy that we can use to find the area of this square. For example, most of you recognize that inside this square, there are a lot of smaller squares. So if I get my line tool and I actually outline the squares that I know I can see inside this box clearly, right here, let me finish drawing my lines. Already I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in the center, I've got 9 squares. Now, what that leaves me with are these squares on the outside, the space on the outside that I have to account for. Here's how you account for that. I can't count that space until I actually have squares that are easy to count. So I'm going to make this easy to count. I'm going to go to each interior corner of this square. For example, this top right corner right here, I can see that if I stretch it out, I can make it reach the exterior corner of that tilted square. I can then come down to this one. Notice again, this bottom right corner, I can make it reach over to this. Now, when I do that, I create this triangle. I'm going to highlight this triangle in orange so it's easier to see what I'm talking about. This triangle right here, again, still not a super easy thing to calculate. However, if I pay real close attention and use some observational skills, I notice that this triangle is part of a larger rectangle. This rectangle right here. I can fill in that rectangle by taking this triangle, taking it off of here, and placing it over there. Now, this rectangle, if I look closely, is actually made up of 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Now, I took this piece off and put it here to get those 4. Here's the awesome thing about a square and these triangles. This triangle plus this triangle to get 4 is going to be the exact same thing as this triangle plus the triangle on the side. So if I have this 4 here and this 4 here, I just need to add that to the 9 that I've already got in the middle, and that gives me an area of, add those up, 17 square units. Okay, so keep in mind, as you work through this, and you're going to be doing this in a group, so you're going to go back into your groups and you're going to work through the rest of the squares on these slides. Use your squares from task 2 to help you. But remember, if you can find the triangles, this area is going to get a whole lot easier to count on. Also, you're earning collaboration points for this, so make sure that you join your group. Make sure that if you missed the Google Meet, you have emailed me as soon as possible so that you don't get an F for those collaboration points. Make sure it's an excused absence. Oversleeping, not an excused absence. Good luck. As always, the Google Meets are super important because we make sure that you understand how to do the work and that you have the correct answers. And when you give your areas, even more important that you're writing them in square units, or if you don't like typing all that, I'll show you one more trick. I can use the symbol U for units. Then I can come down here and hit that little squared button. Whoops. Come down here. It's not going to work now. Come down here. Units squared. And I can hit submit. And notice it wrote it to the second power. So we'll see you in class. Good luck. Have a great day.